what to do with it, but
Yeah, the hero has win rate, all regions combined. It had it yesterday, so not the greatest. You know, it might also affect which teams played it, but yeah, without picking Marcy, there is Monkey plus Keeper of the Light. It's a strong opener, I would say, for Nigma Galaxy. Like Nigma ran it as their position 1 both times so far when they played against Ivy. And Juggernaut as a response. This hero, like we theory crafted about it, that it might come back into the meta because he has a built-in heal with the healing ward. It's a lot. Picking Marcy, there is Monkey plus Keeper of the Light at lane instead of using half value from it. Why not just buy a mango, give it to him instead? You get the full value from mango, and then he drops a healing ward.
Yeah, built-in BKB as well too, right? BKB is getting nerfed and gradually decreased, so it does make sense. And also versus Coddle, you're able to actually play one shot at a lot of times with your spin, so it can always make sense. And you can focus fire versus a Monkey King in a decent manner. So it always makes sense. I always like Jug versus Coddle. I mean, healing ward's always just really pesky as a Coddle to deal with. Even though you're super fast and you can't snipe it sometimes, it can revert a lot of that damage.
Yeah, normally you like to stay very far back, so it puts you out of position very easily.
So Coddle, I mean, I would still say it can be a bit of a flexible one because of GH, but most of the time we'll see it be played by Sumail.
Yeah, and we saw it the other day as well, right?
10 seconds remaining.
Bans, one hero that's I was mentioning yesterday too, I think Puck is just on the rise across the board. This hero just seems to be decimating games. Also just, it scales well, builds Witchblade, BKBs are getting nerfed. It feels like catching this hero is also just getting harder and harder for some reason. So wouldn't be surprised to see DGG potentially go for it.
Some of these instant stun heroes did get nerfed, like Dragonite. I think he's still viable, but he got nerfed. Sanking was very, very good in the 2 patches before. That hero is also gone. So, like, I've seen Pucks just dominating the games. I had a problem with the hero where the hero feels like very weak, and if he's off to a bad start, then he always needs to recover. Like, his damage output is kind of limited. With the Witchblade, it's fine, and if you don't have enough catch, that means he's going to be able to use his abilities and Witchblade on top of that multiple times, so makes a lot of sense. Looking at the bans, Medusa plus Bane.
So one hero that Stone Gaze through the Jug spin and everything can always be really strong. Bane also BKB piercing, so it at least makes sense for me. Also, Medusa plus Coddle is ridiculous. This like late game potential is insane. The chakra just pumping him up and just like literally everything the Coddle can provide for him, even the Aghanims in later stages, you force them to face the Medusa, so I think it's always a good ban. And you're playing versus Miracle, one of his more played heroes, even though they have the Monkey King.
You know what I think is cool? They're on bootcamp in in the Netherlands, but they still have a room decked out with cool things like we see the Nigma Galaxy, the LED lights. That's cool. I like that. Effort's been put in.
Gotta make yourself feel like you're at home.
Yeah, well, they definitely did that.
I love these guys. I don't know, seeing GH giving the interview to just put a smile on my face.
Yeah, they're all in a good shape. I think that also they've been training. Seems like they have like a personal trainer or something, and everyone is putting in not just work in Dota, but also outside of Dota, which is very important to be strong mentally.
Yeah, we saw them in Dubai, and they look good. They all look really, really
They all look jacked.
They all, I mean, yeah, they did. They looked pretty in shape. And there's the Puck ban, so one of those heroes that is, I mean, you can, like we were saying, it can fit almost anywhere, it feels like, on any team. And that Coddle is still flexible. Looking at the Bat and the Enigma bans, I mean, maybe that is just protecting the Monkey King, just so that he doesn't get his tree content on. Also, just Enigma very popular, but you get the Marseille, so I still think this hero, personally, is very broken myself, but people are definitely finding some solutions for it.
I think if this is a carry monkey, probably gonna be it. If Marcy uses sidekick on top of them, he gets the Jingu. The turnaround potential is pretty nuts on these two heroes. I do like Snapfire as a response to Monkey King. You know that he's gonna be inside the Wukong's command, so your ulti deals a ton of damage, but they need some hero that has like reliable stun, something that Snapfire can play with, because like Juggernaut is not that hero. He doesn't have a stun. He also needs some kind of a setup.
I like Grimstroke. a lot of the times when you are playing versus Marcy as well.
Oh.
The leash is really nice, but they're gonna go for the Rubik. Okay, so dispose, the dream on Rubik. Of course, you can grab people from a mile away. So that can always be really interesting. A lot of good spells to steal, really across the board. But if you get Marcy spells, you feel kind of like a god almost in a way.
10 seconds remaining.
That can be a cool approach. I'm looking forward to some
5 seconds
sidekick
remaining.
boundless strikes though. Sounds pretty ridiculous just with the hero. You don't even need Jingu.
Radiant team pick.
We got a Mars for owned me.
So you get the grab for the Snapfire that you wanted.
Not just that, also against the Monkey King, it's relatively easy to catch it. Arena still destroys huge amount of trees.
Yeah.
Mars did get nerfed, like his laning stage is not as good anymore. Like his stun duration
10
got
seconds remaining.
cut down by 2 seconds, 0.2 seconds on each level, so that's pretty
5
big.
seconds remaining.
All these things really do add up because it's also like I was watching, I think, a game where I saw someone like spear to a wall, like spear to the Mars ult, and now that 0.2 seconds allows you to get unleashed from the wall earlier too, so you take less damage from the phalanx kind of beating on you. So all these little things definitely do add up, but Mars, yeah, really good. Gives them that team fight advantage that they probably want.
Okay, and this is a great save. Like, I wanted to see this hero back in meta. He did receive a big nerf on a tag team. I think 25% buff. It was 0.4, now it's 0.5 slow. And also the snowball speed. It's okay, it's nothing spectacular,
10 seconds
but
remaining.
the save that they got is pretty insane. Like, this is going to be against Mars
5
Arena,
seconds
against the
remaining.
Juggernaut's Omni Slash, if they have something to go on, if there's like a neutral camp, if there's another hero. So you got to be very careful about that. And not just that, you also have Marcy's Dispose if she gets the shard as well. Like multiple layers of save, blinding light. I like what they got. It also gives them Roche taking potential. And it's a BKB.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing versus the Jug. And it's really just Mars ults and you can just pull people. Like, if you can just reset the fight positioning, that's where I think that's what Nigma's trying to do. Just get out of that Mars ult and look for fights. And playing Rubik versus Tusk. You know, Shards, sounds like Shards is an okay spell, but everything else is pretty bad to steal.
Radiant team
So
back.
Tusk has been buffed, right? With the tag team being buffed. Marcy's ultimate works with tag team?
Yeah.
That seems very strong.
Usually Marcy's not really being played around her ultimate because she's being played support, but
With the
we have
passive,
seen,
though.
I mean, Jin-Q, I think he's doing it the right way when you play
The
forward
basher?
position. You do the blink, the BKB, the basher, you're a scaler, but
10
we have seen a lot of 5
seconds
Marcys also, which I don't think you can go for that type of build as 5.
5
With
seconds
each
remaining.
game being played, when I see Marcy, I do tend to like shift my opinion a little bit more. Like, just
Dire team
I need to
back.
see her more in professional games, but this is a good ban. I think Zeus as a hero is going to make a huge comeback. His Heavenly Jump is an insane ability, makes him almost impossible to gank. Like, you can apply the same logic, like Queen of Pain against Tusk. His rotations would be relatively useless. You jump away,
10
same
seconds
stuff
remaining.
with the co-op, you blink away, and they do have
5
some gap
seconds
closers, but I feel like the Zeus with the vision that it could provide as well, just insane hero, insane laner. He has like 75 damage. He can outright like some of the like strong melee mid laners.
Yeah, I'm on the Zeus train myself too. I don't think every little thing about this, the Heavenly Jump just got buffed so much at level 1 now too, but little things that just, these type of concepts aren't in Dota. Cast speed
Radiant
increase,
team
like what the
back.
hell is that, you know? Like, it just throws people off, so.
The
That
Shrek
can-
will be the final ban. It does feel like DGG is expecting its Keeper of the Light to be a support, with them maybe coming out with the mid.
So
or
that
a
means
safe-
Marcy is gonna be a core hero.
Or Tusk, we've
or-
seen the 3
10
and
seconds
we've seen
Yeah,
some core
it depends on
Tusks,
where they
but-
want to put the Monkey King, really, as well.
5
Yeah.
seconds
Could be a
remaining.
mid Tusk as well. Like, this is
Yeah.
something that I saw Gunner on his stream play quite a lot. Having another way of dealing with the BKB / like Juggernaut where you kick him out, because this is your core item on a Tusk.
He's also been, I mean, we're talking about Gunner, but now even jumping to like later series, you were talking about 9 maybe doing interesting stuff. Gunner and 9 are the only 2 players that I've seen doing Marcy mid. I don't think we'll see Nigma go there. I don't know if that's a Sumail kind of hero, but other things we could potentially see thrown out there in the later stages. Not this draft, probably.
Miracle is a Monkey King player, so the logical option would be that we are still missing an off
Offlaner, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Monkey King enjoyer. You know,
Enjoyers, enjoyers. And they all over the place in immortal brackets.
So that ban makes me feel like it's the Coddle mid then. If they're banning Void Spirit, they're looking to ban Reach.
Yeah.
But
So what's still in for MTD if he's not the one playing Snapfire, which I don't expect, but that's
10
still, you know, a
seconds
curveball they
remaining.
could throw.
They banned a lot of his heroes. His Tiny, his Void Spirit are two of his
Yeah.
bigger ones.
Remaining. Radiant team pick.
And they will go for Pango.
Okay. Pango can suffer a bit versus Monkey can carry. You roll into the Wukongs and you actually can you can kind of die a couple times.
If they can reset, like Rubik with the lift can reposition Monkey, Mars Arena, Spear as well.
Select your hero.
Okay, I just want to see who's playing what.
Yeah,
what?
that's
Yeah.
gonna be.
This doesn't show anything.
We got the offlane Tusk.
Okay, so offlane Tusk. We saw, by the way, so if you guys didn't get to catch the whole series yesterday, Skywrath kind of determined who won in the series that we watched yesterday. DK Skywrath won every game. It was just literally deleting heroes, and when there isn't a real save, the Skywrath just seems really busted, actually.
And DK completely ignored this draft, by the way, which is quite unusual.
I think they wanted to have like the save, another save, like a reliable save, relatively from Snowball, and like Dragonite doesn't provide them with that, but they it still gives them like lockdown potential for Skywrath ulti to go off in the team fights, and I want to see how this lane is gonna go. Marcy plus Monkey King, it's gonna be a lot of lifesteal. They're playing into Mars. I think this lane might suffer a little bit because like you try to go aggressive. Mars did get nerfed, and then the turnaround potential is gonna be nuts because they will play aggressive with this lane.
And the thing that you can do also with Monkey King and with Marcy, it's two of these heroes that will have these plus damages that work on denies. So if you ever do get any built up stacks, I could see Mars having very little last hits in this bottom lane also too. So it does look like lanes could be a bit tough, at least for the side of DGG.
Well, I think what I do here is that our viewers are going to be very entertained because it's like we're going to have very lanes on our hands, very aggressive game in our hands, and you're going to enjoy it even more with our commentators. It's OD Pixel and Tigov.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Steven. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, of course, what should be a fantastic best of three here between Nigma Galaxy and DGG. T already from the draft alone, we're getting a lot of exciting stuff coming through this game.
Oh god, it is. Yeah, Nigma, all-out aggression. We've seen the Monkey King previously. We've seen Diffusal Blade rushes, Echo Saber, Deso. It's like all-out fight, want to be in your face. You know, we were checking during the draft. This is Kuroki's first time playing Marcy.
It is. It is another hero on the list, right, friend? Because he's played quite a few, nearly all of them.
So now he's got 121 out of 123 heroes played. Of course, he can't play Primal Beast. It's literally impossible. But Dawnbreaker is the only other hero he's not played yet. So very close to completing the challenge. Only a couple heroes away once again.
Let's see how he does here on the Marcy this game. It's going to be very exciting to see. As I say, lots of fantastic combos to have been played. Well, let's have a look around this early move. Enigma Galaxy, they did head around, but we saw DGG, they're able to avoid it. And overall, sort of just looking at the heroes, T, do you sort of have a favorite here on the hero picks?
I am leaning a little bit with Nigma, just because of this mid-coddle factor. When I see heroes from DGG, it's a little bit slower and bigger fight, but, you know, let's fight in the river first. Oh, I take that back.
Yeah, just a bit of a poke.
It's a poke, yeah.
They're not going to get in on this. In fact, ooh, cooking forward, they're going to try and set up to get aggressive. Plebs in with the Blade Fury. It's going to be Fairy Fire. Oh, it's going to save him. No, it's not. Loading, actually able to get that final right click in to get first, but their GH just getting a little too close, getting caught out by that Cookie Blade Fury combo.
I mean, that's nice, though, from DGG. They needed to do this, because don't forget Nigma's first game. They were the 5-man underneath this bottom tier 1 tower diving, so nice little response with the dive themselves.
I love this starting items here from Mind Control. Just
need to go, I'd say even, or even they have to go well for them.
Bottom lane. Bit of an aggressive rebound here from Kuro. He's going to be able to set up for the dispose on MNT. If MNT's able to juke through the trees here, good spear will hold back Miracle for now. MNT is very, very low.
He's very, very dead, Owen.
Not many places to run for him. Indeed, Nigma Galaxy able to take down the Ruby.
I mean, it's level 2 advantage, right? As soon as you get that, this is why Marcy support is so potent, especially in the safe lane, right? The lane's always pushed up, so you get that jump, that dispose back. Even if they were to run away, they have to run back through half, if not 2/3 of the lane. It's very hard to play into this Marcy support.
Absolutely, yeah. Just sort of great control and slow to allow Miracle to get those hits in, build up that Jingu.
Oh, we're seeing the return of double tango purchases on supports. So Kuroki, we've seen some players go for headdress and tangos, because then you have just a passive regen. But Kuroki went for 2 tangos this time. It's nice to see different perceptions on how to approach the South being changed, because if you look at Snapfire, right, in the old top
they've
lane,
gone for the alternative.
build. So headdress and 1 tango. But it will be interesting to see where it goes. I think I would probably favor maybe the double tangos, just because of having the casual headdress, what it builds into. For some heroes, it might be a little bit clunky having it, but
yeah.
Counter argument, it's 400 gold. It's relatively cheap.
And this works better for... So the headdress situation is fine, right, for DGG, because you've also got a jug with the healing ward, so... Between the headdress and a healing ward, you're not going to need those constant consumables.
Yeah. But giving away 2 regen on the headdress, I could easily see people wanting to buy this.
See top lane micro, he really wants to try and get that ward, but some good little micro there from Pleb. So them holding their cool there as well, holding back on the cookie to take Pleb out of the shard. They're just able to sort of stand their ground and trade back. We've definitely been seeing, I feel like this Jug Snapfire lane is not a bad answer to the Tusk and the Skywrath. You know, little sort of plays like around the cookie, getting them out of those shards. Makes it kind of hard for Nigma Galaxy to get the kills that they may have hoped for in this lane.
Yeah, it's a really fun lane just in regards to both lineups have ways to counterplay each other.
Yeah.
Be it the Snapfire cooking out of the shards, be it the Tusk jumping inside the snowball to dodge the spin damage. If either team steps up, there is kill threat. So it's a very like mechanical lane, like who actually makes the mistake first. And
bottom lane.
Small fighting.
Some good damage there down onto MNT and Owns Me, but quite enough to finish off the job. But yeah, overall sort of, actually gonna go back in. Another rebound in from Kuroki. They'll be able to get the slow onto MNT. Miracle diving in for this one. He needs one more hit to get the kill. There it is. And Miracle's able to get that one. He's gonna get a bit of lifesteal here to survive through the tower hits. And sort of live on the edge there, making sure that he has
boundless.
Yeah, he's going to get the setup, and he's back up to full HP. Jump forward. Nigma Galaxy doing an excellent job here, the two of them. The Marcy Monkey King lane looking very good here from Miracle and Kuro.
Unfortunately for the Marcy, I don't think he respected the cooldowns of these spells. The safe lane combo, you know, it's like 15 seconds kind of cooldowns for all these spells. Obviously 28 for the...
And I mean, look at this, they're ready to try and go again. This time around, Kuro not quite able to get in range with the rebound, so still able to get the pick up with the dispose. Has to be very careful himself there. Kuro only just able to walk away live with those stick charges, saving him.
Kuro very lucky to not be in rebuke range. If he got rebuked, then speared, 100% would be dead, but... I love the aggression though. This is kind of what you want to see.
Now we're doing in the mid, Sumail. Try and go for MTD, but had a fairy fire at the ready. Both heroes actually getting very low in the lane. Sumail, of course, still at the top. CS just able to clean up the wave. And all bottom, back to bottom. See him this time. Kuro does go down. Miracle's able to find anything return. He's very, very low himself. He's trying to stay on top of MNT. Will manage to get the kill. See if he's able to walk up from this one. Back over in the mid. Sumail able to find that solo kill. Takes out MTD in the mid matchup.
Now hit 6 and just big wave into a blinding light was able to get him off. MTD was pretty much on, I think, half HP during that engagement. Yeah, this is kind of like the fact that, of course, Sumail mid, bottom 44 CS, his small camp's also been blocked this entire time. So he's not even been that efficient just because he's not had access to the jungle.
See, top lane mind control.
The healing ward still up the entire time.
The Blade Fury, but is it going to be enough damage to get any of these kills? And Pleb's having to go pretty deep for this one. He will get the kill. The blast connects. A couple of dips from the tower, and that will take him out.
Nice rotation from Sumail there.
Very aggressive from Pleb to get that kill. They really tried to force it. We'll see the earlier kill in the mid-matchup, 1v1 earlier on. Good control from Sumail, getting MTD back in the blast.
Don't worry, Owen. That was a nerfed Coddle. Don't forget, level 1, 2, and 3, like 15 less damage. I don't think that was, you know, a big enough nerf, unfortunately, but still.
Down bottom. Ooh. The rotation for GH. Tried to come in to look for a kill. Kuro nearly had the setup, but a good God's Rebuke knocked him out of sort of the lead in from the rebound that he was looking for.
Yeah, this is kind of the point where Nigma, at least in their previous series, they would try and break down the map a little bit more, right? You know, minute 6 or so, this top lane's already pushed into mind control. Sumo, he's already played his lane. He has the ability to make moves. The rest of the team, they kind of group up as 3 and take the fight. Like, Miracle, he's super hungry to find kills now.
Getting a good early lead on the lanes here, Nigma Galaxy.
Already a 2k lead.
Very hard for DGG to really tackle mind control top with the amount of strength that he has off the back of these early bracers.
Okay, he did do 2 bracer and a soul ring. I was worried he was going to do more bracers, like some what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. General. The General Clockwork, where he'd do like 5 braces phase boots on Clockwork. That was a banging build, but yeah, no.
They're going to try for this rotation.
They know about the ward.
Both teams bringing the mid up to the top lane. Nigma Galaxy is going to be the ones to start the fight first. They immediately burst through loading. MTD's looking for a connection with the Thunder. Get onto a couple of them, but they're not able to do anything more than that. They've got to back off. They just don't have the firepower to tackle Nigma Galaxy here 2 versus 3.
I respect the attempt from Sumail there. He was trying to like predict when the swash would come in, so then he could blinding light to then bring him back. Fortunately didn't hit, but he made some of these amazing plays in the previous series. And predicting the movement to then hit the blinding light to cancel those movement spells. Yeah, we've now got to the point where they're going to happily start poking around the map and start, you know, pressuring this Dire lineup a little bit. They're not built at defending non-stop, like I mentioned earlier. Like this Juggernaut early on, he needs to find some farm. Sure, some level 3 spin might be a bit disruptive, but it's around the Rolling Thunder or the Arena is when they actually get to take that fight. So if Nigma start poking top lane, it opens up them to make plays elsewhere and accelerate the way in which this game's played out.
They really want to try and make something happen here, bringing both supports to the top lane, DGG.
Well, they just want to find a kill at least. When you pick these heroes like Snapfire, Juggernaut, Pango, you kind of want to have some earlier kills. There's a lot of outplay potential, and they just haven't been able to find it yet.
They have to back off. They know that, especially with Sumail hanging around this top part of the map, hard to make a move. They're going to still try. They're in with the cookie. They're going to look for Sumail. In fact, Sumail, that Omni Slash. Oh, great snowball save. But Sumail's still incredibly low. He's got the movement speed, though. He's away. The swashbuckle doesn't quite reach him. Sumail able to get out of here. It's loading that goes down. They're chasing with the Rolling Thunder. See if they can quite finish Sumail. They can't. He's going to be able to heal himself up. The rest of Nigma Galaxy turning up for the fight now as GH has picked up a double kill. DGG, they've got to run. They're back under the tower. MTD swashbuckles away.
The Mars is coming.
See if only can set anything up with an Arena. Might have to set off a mind control, but the Ancient Seal causing issues for the setup. Doesn't matter. They still take him down. Now they go for the kill here. Kuro tried to jump in, but immediate Arena and Spear holds him back. They take down Kuro, but the kills continue to roll into the favor of Nigma Galaxy as they're pushing now underneath the tower. They took down Owned Me. They're going to be able to find MTD as well underneath the tier 1. They do it their best there, DGG, to turn up to the fight, but overall, Nigma Galaxy, they'll remain on top.
And that is where the patch we just had, if Coddle had a move speed change of like 5 or 10 or
he's so speedy with these bots.
Anything marginally less, he would have died, 100% gone. But because of his ultimate, because of the bots still zooming around, yeah, this hero is something else, honestly. But great save from Mind Control.
Trying with the kisses here. We do get a couple of connections onto Sumail, but it's just not quite enough. Sumail is perfectly fine. Mind Control's ready to help turn. They take down Lodi.
Some people might be calling for an E patch after this one. This hero has not been nerfed in any way.
He's crushing this early game, Sumail. We saw him on the call, of course, last series that they played, and he's bringing it out once again, and he's looking very, very smooth.
MTD just very in. And now very out, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's just it's a scary place to the map. Anywhere where Samael is. You'll need this keeper of the light. You're probably gonna die. Samael, another kill for him.
Radiant structures.
I'll see if we get the setup on player, but there is a Blade Fury at the ready, so I won't have enough control for him. But yeah, Samael so far on point every single time with these blasts. He's 5-0-4. It doesn't look like there's anything that can slow him down, quite literally.
Yeah, and we get to see the play top, right? He's already quite low. The Omni Slash
They were so close to getting him.
What was it? So he's got the heal from his Illuminate, 100 HP inside
Dire's
Snowball,
top tower is under attack.
50 HP or whatever that was. Yeah, legit, like any marginal reduction in move speed in the patch, he would have died there.
Oh, he's loving it here, Samael. He's going to have his vessel done for the next fight.
But the speed in which Nigma are able to play, because they have so much non-committal damage, right? This Tusk, not going for, of course, tag team, you're just going for shards play, you're throwing out 300 damage. Skyroth Mage, full combo, 500 plus damage, right? Mystic Flare, thousands. Keeper Alight, you put a Solar Bind, like everyone's just throwing damage from a distance. The only person who technically has to be in the middle of the fight right now is KuroKy. He is kind of the sacrificial lamb of this draft, where he just jumps on in, rebounds in, disposes a hero, they die. Sure, he might die after, but like they're going to always be able to execute.
I want to go for loading here, but Cookie up for the high ground will save him.
But just look at this. KuroKy's in the middle of the fight, as expected. And look, everyone else, just throw spells from a distance. Like, if it's really hard for Nigma to actually die right now in this phase of the game, unless they're running up into the high ground areas, running up into areas they don't have vision, and they're playing around that. They're just playing on their own side, getting a couple kills when they can, and yeah,
amazing what
it's really effective play. I really like how they're using the heroes right now.
I mean, and when you look at the heroes that DGG have and the potential for item pickups, is there any sort of point soon that we're going to see where DGG will have some sort of means of dealing with Samael in these team fights?
Yeah, with every aggressive lineup, the counterplay is pretty much just buying the time, getting that one tanky item to play into. And when you have Mars and Pangolier, if they both pick up like Blink Dagger, a BKB on Mars, Nigma will at some point make that mistake, run into an area where there isn't vision. You hit a 2-3 man arena, you catch the backlines, you, let's say Rolling Thunder, the Coddle, right? Lock him down. You're going to be able to kill him off. So unfortunately for DGG, there is a timing, be it the initiation of Blink Daggers. But if they don't execute that fight perfectly, they don't get that lockdown, get that kill, and buy another couple minutes of farm, it's going to feel so much worse because you have Blink Daggers, you lost the fight, and then your opponents are picking up Echo Sabers, BKBs, Orchid, like all these bigger ticket items. So I think this is a very fragile point in the game right now if you're Dire. They need to find that one counterplay, that one position in which they can actually cleanly jump and get some damage out. Mortimer Kisses on top of that double blink like I just mentioned.
They're getting, or at least trying to find space for Pleb. He's still got quite a bit of catching up to do. Rough last few fights and not quite finding those opportunities to get the kills that he'd hoped for with the early Omni Slashes.
Okay, MTD did change up his build. He went for a Diffusal Blade.
Okay.
Still super aggressive. We spoke about the move speed of Coddle. If you Rolling Thunder get on top, put that Diffuse slow, you then allow your Mars to be the initiator. Honestly, I don't mind this change up. It puts less pressure on that next fight. It does simplify the game, at least for the Pangolier. So once the Mars picks up a Blink Dagger, they'll probably be looking for that fight. He's about 200 gold away.
And then we imagine as soon as that's there, we'll get instant smoke up from DGG to look for some action.
Either a smoke or at least the Mars doesn't show on lanes to hide the Blink Dagger for a little bit.
Okay, well,
in the hope that Nigma then comes in for the play, yeah. But that's still very hard because at minute 15, you should assume that a Blink Dagger
Dire's top tower
is on the cards or at least
attack.
completed for the Mars. You know, you can see from the position of Nigma, they're kind of hugging mid. KuroKy's pushed out a couple waves mid. GH hasn't really been farming too much. Bottom net worth. But yeah, the Scarif Mage, he doesn't really need the god. He's also rushing a 4-star here. Very sacrificial position 4 in this game.
He owned me. Popping around the tier 2 for now. I mean, he's close enough that he can head over to the tier 1 if they need assistance.
Okay,
He's going to hide the blink.
No, I like this.
Yeah.
So he's going to show top.
Big brain stuff here.
Yeah, he's going to show top without the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as he doesn't die to the Monkey
even
King.
puts the Quelling Blade, you know, fills his slots out so it doesn't even look like he's anticipating the blink sent out. Go for the big brain moves here.
But this only works if they're then doing something bottom to bait out the play, right? They need to show another
mid, and now he's going to TP. Sorry, shows top. Now he comes towards mid with the blink.
And he's going to smoke up. All right, cool. That was a nice little setup.
If this works out, that's going to be some big brain stuff here from DGG. See if it catches Nigma Galaxy by surprise. You say sort of what's still overall 16 minutes in, you should expect, regardless of if you're checking those items, for the Mars to have a pickup like this.
You should, but the fact that he has set up that play in such a way, it's like he's showing top.
Yeah.
I respect it a lot. Maybe they're not ready for it. They're positioned, they want to take the fight.
Here we go. He's going to jump in straight away. Arena underneath the tower. They've got the kisses to follow up. There's going to be the snowball. Going to buy them a decent amount of protection from those first few rounds of kisses. The Rolling Thunder's there. Kuro getting low, but they haven't quite finished him. Finally, they kill him off. They got the two of them, and they did get Samael. So DGG getting a few kills out of this, but it looks like, I mean, who's going to get the cleanup? Mind control's very low. He's got another round of the snowball. He'll turn over towards loading with this. He may die after the back of coming out of this one. So the Scout Blast is going to miss, but the Shield Crash will not. It's a triple kill for MTD. And DGG, they're considering continuing this fight going. They've still got 3 versus the 2. Miracle will be able to turn with the Boundless Strike, but he's been disarmed. Telekinesis, they'll jump forward onto him. He's getting fully controlled. The Boundless Strike. They take him down. Swashbuckle will connect onto GH. But anything else to catch him? He's going to have another round of the Swashbuckle in a couple of seconds, but Kuro's coming back into the game. MTD wants to try for this, but he won't get the angle. I mean, still overall, though, DGG, it worked out.
It did. I'm going to give it to him.
The big brain stuff. Well, absolutely. We'll give that a 5-head play there from Owned Me.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing for Omi there is his initiation. If he was able to spear the Tusk, it would have opened up the fight a little bit better, not having that snowball save. But in principle, going to top wave, showing without the Blink Dagger, having on your courier, TPing to bot lane, kudos to Nigma at least. Miracle very quickly TP'd into the engagement. That Wukong's, the snowball save, of course, opening up the fight a little bit longer. It did make it a little bit dicey. A beautiful amount of RNG here with the disarm into another disarm to help keep the Monkey King out of, you know, killing them all here. But yeah, overall, a banging setup for a smoke.
It worked out. It was a bit messy, as you say. No,
sure.
It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely well done there by DGG.
But again, this was an engagement where your Juggernaut, he didn't get off an Omni Slash. He's only a phase boot. Like, he has Maelstrom, it would have done something, but yeah, like your Juggernaut didn't really do anything in the fight, and you still got into a pretty winning position. But it's all credit to the setup of that play, the smoke, the movement, the baits. No, I respect that, because that was a moment for Nigma where they wanted to group up, they wanted to be on smoking and being proactive.
See in the mid, Mind Control. He's going to show himself. They get the spear. See if they're going to come in for the kill. The kisses, they're going to drop the kisses to get it, and it will work out. They take down Mind Control. DGG, they get the kill.
And they just want more.
I think they do. MTD's ready to roll in.
He's got Blink and Diffuser.
He's going to be able to get the catch onto Kuroki. Kuro. Okay, still got the rebound. He's able to jump to the safety underneath the tier 2 tower. And DGG getting aggressive now.
I'll take that as tribute.
Still hovering around. I mean, Owned Me's got the arena. He sees a chance to maybe
Dire's middle tower
get on top of Samael. Here we go. He's in. They're in with the combo. Have they got enough damage to take out this call? They do. Samael goes down. He's going to try and stand the ground with the Wukong's command. Pleb gets his way out of there with the Blade Fury. DGG again doing a pretty solid job here of poking at Nigma Galaxy. More than poking, MTD, he jumps straight back in. They're in with the spear. Snowball will save Miracle momentarily after being speared to the trees, but it looks like he's still going to die. He tried to mischief his way out of this one, but he goes down. They get the control over towards Mind Control. They're going to be able to take him down as well. It's an effective team wipe here by DGG. As they're stepping up their play, and they're outplaying Nigma Galaxy in these last few fights, T.
They're playing together, they're playing as a team, and that's just punishing Nigma's desire to be a little bit more spread, right? They're poking a lot. MTD, he used that Rolling Thunder to cut back. Sure, it was uncalled on after, but then you have the Mars ready as well in position. If you kill off Sumo at the start of the fight, he's locked inside the arena, quickly killed off a perfect Omni Slash this time, hitting on all 3 of the heroes. That's what you need to have success, right? I think for Nigma, they'll be kicking themselves a little bit, right? They had that bot lane fight they just lost, mid lane again. Sumo getting caught off a little bit. Once he gets BKB, that will simplify his game. Like this graph,
look at that graph.
But that is mental. You know, like Keeper Light naturally just always goes up, right? You're so hard to lock him down and to actually catch him a couple of times. But DGG, even if they didn't kill him in that previous fight, they found the way to at least stall his farm. Top lane as well, like he's running so close and running away. Like they're doing a good job at just stalling him, so they can at least keep, you know, on track.
Yeah, no, I mean, without a doubt, yeah, Owned Me and MTD, both of them with their jumps that they can pull off. It's causing issues for Nigma Galaxy.
again, to remind
They're
people,
getting caught in these ultimates.
like to remind people, these are ultimates where if they miss them, Nigma's lineup will run over you for a couple minutes. Like when you don't have that spell, they're in your face.
Yeah.
But they're using their spells, these big cooldowns, so aggressively that even if Nigma goes even, they don't have the resources to then make the play to punish it. So I love the fact that they are playing with a bit more bravado, playing in the face of Nigma, and they're not just waiting. So it's commendable stuff. And in doing so, Juggernaut has
He's got his Manta.
Manta as well.
Now Pleb is recovered very nicely. We saw sort of about, what, 10 minutes ago, he was, I think, sort of on the, towards the bottom half of the net worth. Those last few fights, he's been getting himself right back up towards the top. I'll see them go out for smoke, but there's key timing, of course, from Nigma Galaxy themselves. Sumail, he has got the BKB.
And Mind Control also about to his BKB. Get Blink Dagger in quick buy.
Yeah, they need these BKBs.
Yeah, the last couple of fights have kind of soured the aggression.
Now this Roche, is this going to be something that Nigma Galaxy expect?
Yeah, I mean, they pinged the mid wave because Rubik was quickly pushing out with number 1 Fade Bolt. So I think they're understanding that there is a smoke happening.
Yes, but whether it's a smoke into Roche...
Well, they're not showing on the lanes right now. So after a couple seconds, yeah.
Oh, Pleb's got a DD for this fight.
Oh god, that's scary.
DD and Omni Slash. See that? See what Nigma Galaxy want to do about this. They're going to start the balance trap with the Mystic Flare off the mark. They'll try and lead him with the Wukong's command, but a good position for loading. He's able to stand for the side, freely throw the kisses in. Miracle's getting very, very low. He has to get out to the side. Kuro's going to try and come in, but the Rolling Thunder controls him. The Omni Slash from Bleb just took down Miracle completely. Kuro's going to try and run from this one. But it's the two of them dead on Nigma Galaxy. Both Mind Control and Miracle going down. DGG are able to get back into the pit, finish off the Roshan. They got what they came for, and Nigma Galaxy not able to do anything about it. Good job from Only, also catching Kuro on the retreat. DGG, they're getting further and further ahead. They're pushing back against Nigma Galaxy.
I love the calls they're making right now. You go towards Roshan, they force Nigma to come and contest, and in doing so, sure, you get the lucky RNG of DD, but Miracle starts with the Boundless. He gets into the middle of the fight, but in doing so, you've now put yourself in this position where the Omni Slash with DD, it goes onto the Keeper Light, and then the Monkey King. Tusk, by the way, reminder, he doesn't have a BKB yet. He was in his courier. Monkey King as well opted to go for the Deso instead of BKB. Sure, it wouldn't have helped against Omni Slash, but they forced this fight when Nigma wasn't hitting a timing. They were like a minute away from being strong. And identifying that, going for Roshan, taken away from them. Again, that a lot of their couple calls have been very good from DGG. They needed to make these calls to get into this game, and yeah,
Dire's middle tower is
impressive
under
stuff.
attack.
I mean, at this stage now, you know, Pleb and MTD, they're getting very nicely farmed. You know, Miracle and Mind Control falling behind a bit, and for Mind Control as a Tusk, he's going to fall behind, right, unless they're finding action, finding kills. This is not a hero that's easy to catch up on by hitting neutral creeps or AFK farming. And then for Miracle, it's still a dangerous world out there, right? He has this Deso, but of course, before the BKB's done, these fights are not going to be easy for him to turn up to and stand his ground with the Wukongs.
Yeah, honestly feels like Nigma's going to shift their playstyle a little bit more into playing a bit wider on the map, playing the side lanes, let the Monkey King go to one lane, keep Pro Light, quickly push out the other. And in doing so, they'll always be ready to at least take the fight, but ideally, it's a little bit more stalling until the BKB. Unless Dire present themselves a scenario, which is like such a clean and obvious fight. Miracle, he has to be careful
Radiant's
here.
middle tower is
Like these
under
are the types
attack.
of points in the game now where if DGG, they smoke to find the Monkey King, they don't find him, and Miracle's continuously farming, that's when like the game becomes back more even. Like this advantage that they've built, they could easily throw it away with some 5-man movements that don't really capitalize on anything. Actually looking for the fight.
Let's see if Nigma Galaxy can get the quick kill. They'll go for Lodine, but MTD's going to try and help him out. He's in with the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't matter. Lodine goes down. They can't save him. On the back lines, Pleb charges in, takes out Kuro. He's been caught by the Aegis here, but of course he has got that Aegis. He's going to be back for round 2. Kuro opting for the buyback. Pleb, he's also taken out a second. That's going to be a buyback as well from GH. Nigma Galaxy trying to turn back up to the fight to turn this one around. So, you know, they look to chase here. Sumail trying to attempt with the control on Owned Me. If they can take out the Mars, Owned Me kind of trapped here by the shards. He's got nowhere to go. He'll stand behind, let himself be taken out whilst the rest of DGG just look to retreat in response to these buybacks from Nigma Galaxy.
And some people might question the buybacks, but I think for Nigma at least, they're going to be happy that they were able to win a fight. They took the Aegis away. That was the Aegis that gave DGG confidence to move around the map, and it's going to give them just an entry into just playing the wider map, right? Unfortunately, that ward will be instantly dewarded though from Lodine in the top lane. but no vision advantage from this this aggression. Yeah.
Hey, look at this for Nigma Galaxy as well. They're going to smoke up straight away. They've got a good window now without Mars in play. They want to try and get another hit. Oh, MNT! My goodness! He is in. See if he's going to have any chance of getting out. He's not. He's definitely dying for that one there.
And this is what Nigma wanted to do, you know, like 10 minutes ago, right? If that smoke from Mars and that Blink Dagger shenanigans didn't happen, these are the plays that would have happened from Nigma. You know, forcing a fight, wasting arena, then moving quickly across the map. It took them additional 50 minutes to get the play to happen, but now you kind of get to see what this draft is meant to be doing. And it's now on DGG to kind of stabilize themselves once again, get the respawns, get themselves back into position to look for the fight.
Dire's bottom tower.
DGG, of course, still doing a good job of maintaining their towers. This tier 1 in the mid still standing strong.
Monkey King still 900 to 1,000 gold away from his BKB. That'll of course help him from the Mortimer's Kisses, the arena. It won't stop in the Omni Slash assistance, but being able to enter the fight with some confidence is what he needs.
Kuro. It's going to be found off to the side here. See if he's able to rebound out in time. He can't quite get over towards Samael. So Kuro is going to be down for quite a long time, of course, off the back of that buyback last time round.
Just eating through the dieback now, all right?
Radiant structures are fortified.
And then we have the big items here as well, the BKBs. Ownedme's got his BKB in over on the side of Nigma Galaxy. Miracle disassembling the Echo Saber. He has got his done, ready for the next fight. On top of that, DGG, they also managed to finish off the Lotus from loading, so an excellent response to helping his allies out, especially against the targeted spells of the Skyra. You see over in the trees, I mean, they're going to lead in on this. Miracle's going to put the BKB, stand his ground. Mind Control as well, also BKBing. He's able to dodge the Omni Slash with the snowball. They're taking out Pleb. Pleb caught a little too deep behind the tower there. As DGG maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves, trying to take a fight into the tree line behind the tier 2 tower. But the BKBs, Nigma Galaxy more than happy to take that fight.
Radiant's top tower.
It all starts because they have the Tinker Ward at the top, right? So they're able to see the task to get that initiation. So they were playing on division, so this dive wasn't as ludicrous as it looked originally. But yeah, in essence, your Juggernaut Omni slashing into the back lines. The rest of your team can't really follow up and help out, but they got to be careful. These are the plays that allow Nigma back in. Like you see here, right? Miracle, he wasn't actually on the edge of that vision, so he was able to get Wukongs off. The Juggernaut then just defensively Omni slashed, and your Juggernaut and your Pangolier so deep in the fight, yeah, no one else can really get in. And once again, you win a fight, you go in.
Dive into the mid. Ownme's there with a response. He's got the arena out onto the two of them. Have they got enough damage between him and MTD? Miracle is getting very, very low. He's going to get taken out by the swashbuckle. And now in the river, DGG, they'll chase over for Mind Control as well. Of course, with the BKBs on cooldown, there's nothing for Nigma Galaxy to save themselves with. So sort of falling foul themselves to the same temptations that DGG did on that top lane. Nigma Galaxy run down mid and instantly lose the 2 cores with the BKBs on cooldown.
I just love how much back and forth in this game. Like Nigma, every time they win a fight, they want to punish it, right? Their draft is built for this. They want to try and get advantage and get in. But this Monkey King, without the BKB, when you're in the middle of the fight, you're going to get swashed, you're going to get disarmed. You can't really get off the kills. And Mars, you have this arena available. He didn't waste it in that previous engagement. So even though Nigma wants to be aggressive, I think they're falling a little bit victim to this combination, this Mars Pango. It's so good. It's
very strong, yeah. DGG have been doing an excellent job on sort of landing the combos. I mean, we've seen Ownedme, his arenas have been crucial in each and every fight.
And it just feels like for Nigma, like this Skyroth mage, unfortunately, GH, this is the point of the game where Skyroth, they don't really enjoy it, right? It's a Manta on Juggernaut, the Lotus on Snapfire, BKB on Mars, BKB on Pangolier as well. Like every single hero has, I'm sorry, the poor productions, I'm just doing every hero here, but every hero basically has an item to go Skyroth if you're not even a hero anymore, right? Like they've fully removed one key aspect of the game from Nigma. Their only way to enable Skyroth Mage now is to initiate blindly, get the jump, be it the Tusk or the Master, and allow for Sky to pump out the damage before these defensive items come in. But
yeah, and
it's difficult. Yeah,
for sure, because it's, you know, you would think sort of in a patch, right, where you've got those longer cooldowns on the BKB, that maybe there'd be more of those windows for them to sort of find those fights where GH is able to get in and do the damage. But the reality of it is when DGG's BKBs are on cooldown, so of course Enigma Galaxy's cores. Yeah. So then you're suddenly looking for these situations to take a fight. And if you sort of look at the whole lineup, if both teams, if you can sort of imagine that both teams don't have BKBs available to press on their cores, you probably favor the heroes of DGG, right, in a straight no BKB team fight?
Yeah, I would. And also, you have to respect the fact that what lineup has the better ability to poke out the BKBs to enable that fight, right? For Nigma, they got Monkey, Marcy, and Tusk, who are their primary initiators. All of them, once they jump into the fight, they don't get back out, right? They're blink punching, or they're rebounding, or they're springing it. They don't then have the ability to then, whoopsie, I'm now back out, haha, USD BKB, right? Unless Monkey's like some god in out type situation. Teams don't normally fall for that. On the flip side, for DGG, they've got this Rolling Thunder, which is the key kind of opener to every fight. He just rolls in, he puts a hero to half HP, he forces out a BKB if he jumps the coddle, let's say. They reset, and then suddenly the Mars takes the lead on that initiation. So I think in the mid game, who wants to use BKBs better? If DGG are able to actually utilize their spells a little bit better, it's so much easier for them to actually open up an advantageous fight.
Dire are
Course, now
scanning.
I'm getting close towards that next Roshan respawn. Last time round was a bit of a tricky area for Nigma Galaxy to fight in. If they go for it again, it looks very much like DGG are going to hold back until that Rosh is available. That will be the next play they'll look towards.
I gotta say, it's really annoying saying DGG every time. Like, I've tried, all right? I've said Dire a couple times, but my God, DGG. No.
No, it's got a nice ring to it. DGG.
Liquid.
Like,
Secret. Nigma.
Nigma Galaxy. I like the long names. You know, they roll off the tongue more rhythmically.
All right, okay.
It's you know, it makes it a bit more fun.
All right. I'll listen out to your next team fight. I want you to try and really get it rhythmic.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's MTD. He's getting his Abyssal next. Miracle scaling up on the damage. Wants to get his Daedalus next. And of course, Samao going for the Octarine after his E-Blade. Kuro also looking for a BKB himself. There we go. We'll see if they get the catch. It's a good jump. Very, very good jump there. Clean kill on Owned Me.
And he has no buyback for 70 seconds.
And that's the Rosh respawn. That's pretty much as good of a pick-off that Nigma Galaxy could get there. That couldn't have been much better there. Taking the Mars out of the fight for a full minute.
One small, just a lapse of positioning from DGG.
Yeah. They did that. They sort of fell to sort of the peacefulness that we were having there. Let's see if Nigma Galaxy can maybe go for more. They're going to look towards MTD. They're really going to go for him here. Well, they'll get him. He has got buyback available. We'll use it straight away. Especially with the BKB being used on mind control. Miracle himself still holding on. Standing his ground with the Wukong's command. MTD's back in with the Rolling Thunder. Now the BKB comes out from Miracle. Pleb will try and commit him with the Blade Fury, but he'll kite out the BKB. Wait for now to the sidelines. Lodi being knocked back into the river and over to the side. MTD will be in trouble. He did buy back for this one. He'll hold his ground with the roll-up. Buyback comes out from GH. The BKB coming to an end, but he's able to dodge the balance strike in time. They're in with the Omni Slash. There is a snowball available. Comes out towards the end of it. The counter snowball in play, but overall Pleb with his Blade Fury. Can he survive? He's cooking over to the edge, but the damage from GH is enough to take him down. Buyback comes in from MNT. He's trying to help out Lodine, who also bought back for this fight. But DGG, they cannot withstand this sort of overwhelming pressure and power that Nigma Galaxy bring to the fight. As both teams using the buybacks, 3 coming out for DGG, only 2 from Nigma Galaxy, but it will without a doubt be Nigma Galaxy coming out on top and stepping into the Roshan pit to take this Aegis for themselves.
And if we quickly pan that camera a little bit to the left of the high ground, this ward... Oh, we've got to replay instead. It's fine. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, basically, fight breaks out because of the Mars pickoff, which was the ward I was about to mention. They get the kills here in the mid. They stand inside Wukong's. There's no way to get the Monkey King out of Wukong's pretty much. He's got the BKB still. He's super happy. And unfortunately for DGG, this was the first fight where they didn't have like clean execution. Everything was super spread. You know, Juggernaut running to top, look, Rubik snowballing to the camp. MTD all the way now by the bottom side of the fight. Sure, he kills this Scarif Mage off, but then he trades his life for it. So this was after 34 minutes of really disciplined play. 1 lapse of judgment, 1 pick off underneath a really good ward from Nigma. Opens up a very sloppy fight, and these are the type of fights that Nigma, they thrive in, right? They like the skirmish, they like the fight. They've been trying to do this now for pretty much half an hour of this game. And it Finally, all clicks.
Dire's structures
I think it was
are
maybe a bit of an
fortified.
awkward time as well for MTD to blink in.
Dire's
I think if he
top
hadn't
tower is under attack.
blinked in, they might have struggled to find a
There we go.
target.
That's the one. That was available. That was the reason why they saw the Mars. It wasn't placed
Dire's
as Mars was in the river. It was already
top tower
preemptively there. So well done, Kuroki, as he's even hidden it behind the trees. Vision is key. And it's been the key aspect of why that smoke from the Mars worked out, why this comeback fight from Nigma worked out.
Absolutely, yeah. For Owned Me, very much sort of set the beginning of the lead that DGG were getting, but unfortunately for him, that
Dire's top
death
tower is under
gave
attack.
Nigma Galaxy the perfect playground to take that team fight and now get themselves in a position where they're pushing the high ground. Miracle with the Aegis in his hands. Look at this wraparound.
That's a mental wraparound. They got to de-ward this ward though.
They're going for the big place, but it's been scanned out.
They know it's here.
And they still get the jump. They're going to try and go to the back lines. Omi's in with the arena, but already to the side. MNT gets focused down by Miracle. They have trapped GH, but Omi taking quite a bit of work to finish him off. Finally, he'll get the kill, but he's solo himself as BKB comes to an end. MTD and Pleb will turn over towards Kuro, but Micro rolls him with the punch. They've got to save Pleb. He's so low. He's going to get out with the match of Blade Fury. He will live. He'll get back to the high ground. The kisses from Lodine take down Kuro from a distance. But they will be able to defend here. DGG, they do end up spending another buyback. Owns Me, paying to get back into the game. And of course, Nigma Galaxy, they still have the Aegis on Miracle, so they can still go for another round of push.
They have to be careful. They have to respect this spear back into the base. Omni Slash is
They're
still
going to try and go
available.
for Pleb. They're going to look to jump in on towards Pleb. Mike drop buys time to protect himself with the snowball. Miracle's already put the BKB and the Wukong Saman. He'll turn over towards Own Me. Own Me's been trapped in the shards. Nowhere for him to run. Has Owned Me out for 100 seconds. Level 25 on Miracle. We saw there with that Wukong.
Still have the Aegis though.
Pleb. I'm going to see if they can quickly take him down the once. He's going to be protected by the E-Blade of Samael. They get a decent amount of heal off with the Boundless Strike, but he gets caught out by the Swashbuckle. That's the Aegis out. They're still without their two supports in Nigma Galaxy. Pleb, he's able to get the Omni Slash off in time. He turns over towards Mike. They've got the lift up as well to make sure there's no snowball to keep him protected. And DGG, they're ready for more. The Cookie, the Blade Fury over towards Miracle. They're trying to protect him with the E-Blade. They need one more little bit of magical damage. The Mischief is keeping himself alive. Miracle, he's living through it all. Turns around, takes down MTD. Miracle survives. They couldn't quite kill him there. Samael with that E-Blade making sure that there was no further instances of right click to take him down. And that fight, that's at least going to secure them a top set of racks here. Maybe more as DGG, they're out without buybacks.
God damn, these fights are so close. The heals from Sumo, the E-Blades keeping everyone alive, a couple little mischief dodges here and there from Miracle. This relentless aggression, they finally broke down the confidence of DGG, and it is showing. Just, this was an absolute scary fight. They killed off the Tusk as well. But
See what they can.
Sumo coming in clutch.
They don't want to go for the tier 4s quite yet. Of course, well, I mean, maybe they will try because tier 2s are still up.
They got nothing
Either
else.
They go for the game or they back off. They've got a bit of time.
This is one of those plays where it's like they physically can't get any tier 2, they'll respawn. So this is like the highest value. They might go for the tier 4s. They might even, tickle the Ancient a bit, but
I mean, got buyback on Pleb. And they've got, okay, they've got any creeps.
yeah, the creeps coming in top. We're good.
I mean, they want to go for one more fight here. Own Me, he's going to jump in. Not able to get the spear taken onto Samael. The arena dropped down, but Samael gets out with the BKB. Pleb going to try and chase down GH with the Blade Fury. They have got a sentry in position, but GH is too fast. He's outside. Kuro's being focused by me and MNT. We're going to have a pause.
I had some mad lag as well, to be fair.
Fair enough.
So basically,
Was it? I think it was the Rubik's Wukongs.
Yeah.
Is that the?
MNT is. He's unfortunately understood the situation of the game, and he decided that he'll steal the one spell that might allow Nigma to crash out of the game.
Pleb getting out of this. What left?
Nothing.
Oh, he's dead. He is dead. He's out for 2 minutes. And over in the mid, they didn't even get Kuro. Kuro was able to escape. They'll have MTD back in 5. BKB popped by Miracle. He's actually going to commit him for the kill on Taomi. Oh, great save from MNT. MNT actually ends up dying in the fountain there to that Boundless Strike. He was able to at least keep his Mars alive. Own Me will live. But they've got to try and defend 3 versus 5 here, DGG.
They don't have Rolling Thunder. They don't have Arena.
Kuro?
Let's drop in win leases.
Kuro, he's dead. Snowball. Yeah, I think focus in the end here is the best move for Nigma Galaxy. Looking at the Ancient
is under attack.
as they'll look to end this one. Very little that can be done to keep them off the Ancient here. Are they going to try their best? The disarms are slowing them down. But the silence is out to MTD. He goes down. Omi as well will fall. Ancient exposed. No further way of defending. GG is called. Nigma Galaxy will take this game 1. But I tell you what, not a bad showing from DGG. They certainly made it a challenge team.
No, I gotta say, this was a beautiful 30 minutes of Dota to watch from them. The way in which they played around their cooldowns, being aggressive, not allowing Nigma to get their skirmishing line up kind of into an aggressive position. Because once they cross that river, once they have